Off the top tonight at 6, a fiery blast rocks a neighborhood in West Park overnight, damaging several homes and scattering debris across neighboring front lawns.
This an aerial view of the damage it caused. That home leveled, practically nothing left standing. 4
people were inside that house, including children.
Thankfully, they survived. They were all rushed to the hospital for treatment. We have live team coverage. Local 10's Ian Margol is standing by, but we begin with Roy Ramos with more on the blast and what investigators believe may have caused it. Roy.
Well, while the official cause of the blast is still under investigation, investigators believe that the damage caused is consistent with a gas explosion. Take a look what is left behind. You can see people now going through that rubble right there. Hard to believe that 4 people were inside of that home at the time of the explosion. Home surveillance video showing a bright orange mushroom cloud rise into the air as neighbors describe what sounded like a bomb going off.
I came outside and I saw everybody running up down the street, and they told me the house was blown up down there.
PD's advising that they heard a loud explosion and they see a lot of smoke.
In the dispatch calls we obtained, you can hear first responders being sent to what 911 callers said was an explosion. In this piece of video, you can see the white flash from the blast so strong it opens the front door of a home more than a block away. Broward Sheriff Fire Rescue said the explosion all happened just after 12:30 Tuesday morning. This, the result, a home leveled with piles of concrete and wood, all that was left to indicate a house ever stood there.
The home was completely destroyed.
The home next door severely damaged, and that damage seen across the neighborhood at surrounding houses. Windows shattered, concrete walls cracked, and vehicles destroyed.
One caller stated there were multiple parties outside bleeding.
Inside this West Park home on Southwest 20th Street near 54th Avenue, investigators say were 4 people. Area hospitals to be treated for their injuries.
2 of them were children, the other 2 were adults.
As the state fire marshal investigates the official cause of the explosion, it's investigators who believe it may have all been caused by gas.
In speaking with the state fire marshal's office, this type of damage is consistent with a gas explosion.
And as we come back out live, you can see residents living in the neighboring home to where this all happened, trying to salvage what they can. Right now, we are working to get updates on the 4 victims who remain in the hospital. As soon as we get those updates, we'll be sure to let you know. For now in West Park, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Just unbelievable he survived that. Thank you, Roy. And from Roy, we turn now to Local 10's Ian Margol.
And he's standing by with reaction from neighbors and the extensive damage to their homes. Ian.
So you can obviously see the damage behind me from this main home, but there were several homes in this neighborhood that were also damaged. A lot of neighbors here waking up this morning to glass shattering in their homes in a very scary situation.
I was just about to lay down and sleep, and it was like boom, that the whole house was shaking. Then I heard this glass shatter.
An explosion rocking West Park overnight.
I came outside and I saw everybody running up down the street, and they told me the house was blown up down there.
The home that exploded is completely destroyed, and neighbors all around saw damage as well.
The neighbor on the end, her window blew out and his roof came in. And everybody on that block on both sides, their windows blew out.
In the neighboring houses, all their windows were blown out. Everyone was pretty much in a panic and didn't know what was going on.
When the sun came up, people began picking up the pieces and cleaning up, covering broken windows with hurricane shutters just to keep themselves safe as the Red Cross walked the neighborhood to see how they could help. In total, they say 6 neighbors were displaced in addition to the 4 that were taken to the hospital.
I was so scared. I thought it was a bomb dropped here.
West Park Commissioner Joyce Smith lives only blocks away from the explosion. She was on scene overnight and came back during her lunch break to check in with her neighbors.
People are nervous. People are very much nervous and scared. And trust me, I need help.
So according to the Red Cross, there are 3 homes here that have been rendered unsafe to live in. They are on either side of where this home exploded, and then 1 home across the street as well. I can tell you that we've learned at least 1 neighbor also had to be hospitalized. She is doing okay. Her son actually had to pull her out of the rubble when part of the roof collapsed in on the room that she was sleeping in. One of the other things we've spoken to a lot of neighbors about was lots of broken glass, lots of broken windows specifically, and we're talking like a block and a half away, plenty of broken windows. And these neighbors are hoping that contractors and others can come here, give them a reasonable estimate to begin helping clean up some of this mess. Live in West Park, I'm Ian Margol, Local 10 News.